Welcome to Hall Prairie Intermediate School. This is the visitor entrance. It is also where the car rider line is. So if you are a car rider or you ride your bike to school, this is the entrance that you will come in. Once inside, you will go through these doors if you are here as a student, and then adults will come to this door and ring the bell, and the secretaries will let you in. Once inside, you will come through this hallway. We do have another entrance that the bus riders will come through. This is the bus rider entrance on Roachton Road. You come in those doors, and this is the school office where you will come drop off any notes you might have if you're leaving early. The school nurse is in here, our counselors, our dean, our school psychologist, our principal, and our assistant principal. These doors are locked when you go out them, so the secretaries will buzz you out. In the office, we have 3 secretaries, a copy room for the teachers, school nurse, a 5th grade and 6th grade counselor, assistant principal, conference room for meetings. That's the principal's office right there, our school psychologist, and our school dean. And the office comes around in a big circle, and when you need to leave, the secretaries will buzz you out to keep the school safe. All right, so when you walk through this part of the building, this is the commons, which I will show you in a minute. I want to show you here to the left our gym. So when you walk in, we have a trophy case, and you can go to the right or the left to get to our school gym. Everybody takes gym 5th and 6th grade. We have some really nice stands and a really big, nice, beautiful gym. So I'm just gonna walk out going the opposite way, take you back out to the main hallway, and show you the commons. The commons is where you go in the morning for breakfast and for lunch. Down here to the right are our music rooms, which I'll show you here in a second. So here are the commons. Lots of different places to sit for lunch. We also have a stage which we use for different assemblies. Okay, over here we have the music rooms. The first room is our vocal music room. I'm not sure what's inside right now, but we have some tables set up right now. So this is the vocal music room. And then next we have orchestra. Again, not sure what all set up right now. Chairs and some of the instruments in the back. And then the third music room, we also have lockers for storage of the instruments. More lockers for instruments. And then the last room is the band room. So those are our 3 music rooms. Still in the commons, those are the steps to go upstairs, obviously. We do have an elevator. We have 4 colored wings. We have red and orange, which are upstairs. One trick that I learned to remember is our red and orange wings are upstairs, and red and orange are hot colors. And since heat rises, that's how I remember red and orange are upstairs. We have our kitchen over here where you'll purchase breakfast and lunch. Right now the doors are down, but right here is where the food is. We also have a box where if you have lunch money that you would like to deposit into your account, we have a box right here. Just make sure that your name is on it and your account number. So that's where you'll deposit your money. So this is where you'll find the food. Also near the front of the building is the art room. We have 2 art rooms. Just gonna show you one of them for now, but this is one of the art rooms. We have 2 art teachers. Their rooms are exactly the same and they are connected if you go through the door right there. So I just wanted to show you one of the art rooms. They also have a nice little patio outside that we can use when the weather's nice, with some tables and umbrellas. And again, this is the side of the car riders. This is Prairie Road entrance. So here's one of the art rooms. You'll have art 1 quarter. So you'll be assigned art either quarter 1, 2, 3, or 4. You'll have gym one of the other quarters. You'll have a class called STEM and another class called IDEA. So 4 classes, 1 per quarter. And I'm just coming right back out to the front entrance where we started. So we have steps that go up on both sides of the commons. This will take you to the red and the orange wing. Through these doors, you can see that I'm entering the blue wing. We also have STEM class right there, which I'll show you in a minute. And you can see in the distance the green wall, which is where the green wing will start. So if you are in the blue wing, you'll know because there's blue everywhere. We have lockers down the right side of the hall. We have some really large collaboration rooms. We have bathrooms in all of the wings, boys and girls. We have some really cool areas where your teachers will have you work besides your classroom. One cool thing that I've learned is that a science classroom is always at the end of a hallway. So this is one of our science rooms. And then next to science is always social studies. So here's the social studies classroom. And then next to social studies is always math. So here's a math room. They look very much the same. And then when you get to the corner, this room is used for different things. And then we have our ELA room, English Language Arts. And so this would be used for 1 whole grade level. So this could be all 5th grade classrooms or all 6th grade classrooms just for the blue wing. And then we start over with the same set of classrooms, but for the other grade. So this would be ELA also, but for the other grade. We have the library area right near the ELA rooms. And then I'm gonna go backwards from the beginning. So ELA, math, social studies, and science. So science is always at the very end of each hallway. So there are 9 classrooms here in the blue wing, and we have another exit that we use. Over here to the right is our other art room. It looks just like the first art room that I showed you, and more lockers, and that's where the steps are at over there to get upstairs. So again, this is the blue wing. We have lots of different collaboration rooms and spaces that we use for different things. Right now we have kids projects sitting out on tables. We have smaller collaboration rooms here in the middle, whiteboards, big TVs everywhere. And this is right where I started. So you can walk in one big circle. And then in between the blue and the green is our STEM lab. You will have STEM for 1 quarter, and then you'll have another STEM class upstairs called IDEA. So this is STEM 1, because we're on the first floor, we call it STEM 1, and the class is also called STEM. There's 2 different teachers in this space. So over here is 1 teacher until you get to the poles. And then on the other side of the poles, you'll have the other STEM class. A lot of times the teachers work together because they are in a shared space. And then across from the STEM labs is a teacher's lounge. We have the same exact setup upstairs with the second teacher's lounge. So once you go past the STEM lab, you will be in the green wing. And the green wing is set up just like the blue wing, except it's on the opposite side of the building. So you're gonna see science on the end, like we did in the blue. They have the same type of learning area over here. Social studies, math. Room 4 is always the corner room that is used for different things. Every year it changes, so you'll have to wait and see what it is when you come. And then ELA. And then ELA for the next grade level with their own green library over on this side. Math. Social studies, and you guessed it, we're at the end of the hallway, so that must mean a science room. So just like the blue wing, there are 9 classrooms, doors to get out at the end of the hallway. You can walk in a big circle. They have the same setup over here. Their furniture is just rearranged a little differently. Collaboration rooms, big TVs, bathrooms just like blue. So downstairs is blue and green, upstairs is red and orange. The next thing I'm going to show you is our tech room. This is where you'll go if your Chromebook is not working properly, if you forgot to charge it. And so you come around the corner and we have a tech office right here. Okay. Over here, you can see our playground. And the playground is on the Roachton Road side. And I am coming around the back side of the commons. So that's the stage right there, and then all the lunch tables are on the other side. We do have an elevator, which you need special permission to use, but the elevator will take you upstairs, obviously. I'm gonna come around this side towards the cafeteria where you'll get your food and show you we have a second set of stairs over here. So these are our second set of stairs that will take you up to the red and the orange. If you're blue and green, the only time you really head upstairs is when you have IDEA. Up here we call this the mezzanine. There are a few tables up here that we use for special projects or maybe lunch up here with your teacher. This is the commons from the second story. So now that we're upstairs, there's the elevator where it drops you off. And if I go left, I'm gonna go to orange. And if I go right, I'm gonna go to red. Right, red, remember that. So the red wing is directly above the blue, and you'll know you're in the red wing by the walls. And it is exactly the same as blue, except it's red and it's upstairs. So to the left are the bathrooms. We're at the end of the hall, so you guessed it, science. Same type of area. Social studies, math. Corner room, ELA now, ELA for the next grade level, same similar library setup. Math, social studies, and you guessed it, I'm at the end of the hallway again, science. Now, we do not have a door here because we are on the second floor, but we do have some steps over here to the right, and that will take you to the door downstairs. So, the red wing, you can walk around in a circle just like the other two wings. And when I get out of the red wing, we will have the STEM 2 lab, which is a class called IDEA. So here we are in STEM 2. The class is called IDEA. You will have this 1/4. And again, the same setup. There's a teacher on this side. And then once you reach the poles, there's a teacher on the other side. We also have hot glue guns set up right now because the students are working on projects in which they use hot glue guns. You do have to sign a permission slip to use the hot glue guns, but this is IDEA in STEM 2. And then we have a teacher's lounge across the hall, just like we did downstairs. And last but certainly not least, we have the orange wing. It is directly above the green wing downstairs, and it is the exact same setup. Collaboration room, bathrooms, science, social studies, math, the corner room, ELA for the next grade, a library area, math, social studies, and science. So you will be assigned to one of the wings, and you will have all of your classes in the 4 classrooms that I showed you. So you'll have science here, if you're in the orange, social studies, math, and ELA. The only time you leave your wing is to go to lunch, recess, or specials. And you'll be assigned, like I said, 1 special per quarter. So quarter 1 you might have gym, quarter 2 you might have IDEA, quarter 3 you might have STEM, and then quarter 4 you would have art. And then you would come right back upstairs to the whatever color wing you're in, or downstairs to whatever color wing you are in. So that is our building. I will film a little bit outside to show you what we have outside, and that'll do it. Here is an upstairs view of the playground. All of those white little poles you see out in the distance are trees that were just planted. So the last thing that I wanted to show you is this outdoor learning area. We have some solar panels set up right here, and we also have outdoor Prairie, where the science teachers often take students to learn about different plants and animals that you'll find out in this area. We do also have a camera that captures some of the wildlife that comes through. We tend to see most of it in the evening and the weekends when it's quiet around here. But your science teachers will show you around this area, and I'm sure you'll be out there soon enough. So that concludes our tour of Hall Prairie Intermediate. I hope you got a good idea of what it's like to be at our school. And one thing that I wanted to tell you is if you're feeling nervous because it's a bigger school than you're used to, not to worry, because we have lots of teachers and staff members here who are going to be walking you around and showing you where to go during the first day, the first week, the first month, or whenever things change in your schedule. We will be here to help you find your way to the classroom where you're supposed to be. So, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you soon.